Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be going through our document management solution called Docman, and we're going to be running through the demo system that everyone is available to use and test out. To access the Docman system, first you would go to our website davcom.co.za, then you go to products and then into demo systems. Please note any documents that you put onto the system must not be real, confidential, or business critical documents. Only use dummy PDFs or information that is not relevant to anything that you do. Anybody can view this demo or access it, so anything that you put up will be viewable by everyone. So to access the Docman demo system, you have your three layers of access. Here you have your administrator, which controls your users and can also do indexing and control tags and update certain document aspects. Your standard user, which can do indexing, and then your client user for external access to clients that allow them to see documents you want them to be able to view. So let's go into the document demo system, and we will first go into demo admin, and to go through the different menu items. First you have home button, obviously takes you back to your index page. Under administration you have your login management, which would give you access to view, create or change passwords for any of the users in the company. Then under system administration you have your different document types, where you can set up different document types that you upload with fields, whether they are auto tagged. Tagging is a way to search for documents, so if you would like to search for a POD number with a document and it is required field, then you would click on the auto tag and required, and for every document they upload against a POD, these fields would be required before it can be indexed correctly, and you'd be able to search by the auto tag index key. Date field is if you'd like it to be a date field rather than a string. There is very little difference other than clean. When you insert a date via the date field, it's quicker and a bit cleaner and more uniform between them. If you have no additional document fields, it will automatically be indexed, but it'll be put against that document type. Then under system administration you also have your clients. This is a simple insert with a client name. These are clients that you'd like to be able to view the documents, and we'll be going through in a later video on how to add a client to a login so that they can access the documents and folders that you'd like them to have access to. Your account management is your personal account management, where you can change your own password or any details that you'd like to change. Document management, we have two ways of indexing. The first way is the quick index, where you index into a specific cabinet and folder. So in your cabinets here you will see that this basically works as it would in real life. You would have a steel metal cabinet in front of you with folders within it and documents within that. This works exactly the same way. You'd have cabinets for different aspects or clients or however you would like to use it. Within those cabinets you'd have a whole bunch of folders, depending documents, correspondence, different types of folders, and within those folders you'd have a number of documents that you would index to them. Now if you would like to use quick index, that would automatically put it into the standard cabinet in the standard folder, and then to search them you would use your tag search rather than actually using the cabinets and folders if you just want to have a number of documents, all your documents as a single cabinet and folder, and just search via your tag search, you can do it this way. The other way is to go to your cabinets, create your folders, and then upload directly to your folders, therefore creating some sort of structure. But either way will work within the system. This is a tickable system, so you can toggle between which systems you'd like to use, so it's very easy to hide which system you'd want your users to be able to use. Okay, so we will go through the quick indexing system first. We have got a file here, but we'd like to upload a new document. And here we would say with private documents, if you have a document that you do not wish clients to be able to view, only internal personnel to be able to view, you would tick private documents. Otherwise you'd leave it unticked. This would make sure that your internal users would be able to view the document, your clients would not be able to view it or search by tag via it. This obviously creates a layer of security to prevent older documents from being able to be viewed by the user, by the client, and any modifications to documents to have the newest version there for them. Obviously, if this private document, it is down to document level, so you can actually hide a cabinet from a client, a folder from a client, or a specific document from a client, so you can leverage that how you would like to. So here we would go and select what document type we would like. So we'd like a POD document because we want to test out the indexing. We would add a file. Now you can select multiple files if you wish, which would allow you to select multiple documents, but we're just going to select one and click open. This would instantly go and put it into the system. Once it is finished uploading to the system, you can click close. It is now there available to be indexed. To index, you have two options. You have you can, if you know what the document is, you can quickly index the fields here at the bottom under index fields, or if you'd like to see the document and index at the same time, you can click on view document, type in your different fields here. So if we call this POD number POD 0002, document date 02/05/2025, and invoice number INV 0002. Now you will see that it will finish, and it will now remove it from that browse, and it is now indexed. You'll see that it will actually close the form for you, and everything will then be fixed. Now, verify document basically means that it checks when you upload a document, it creates a hash, an MD5 hash of that file, and when you click on verify documents, it compares it to the current document that you've got there to the verification that we have on file to make sure that the file that you are working with is indeed the file that was originally uploaded. Your view diary will be able to tell you who uploaded and what type they selected, and so you can have an overview on that document's history. Now, that is the quick index. Once that's done, you can go to cabinets and you will actually see okay, easiest way to find it. As you can see, it will get too difficult to view these documents via your cabinets and folders because there will be too many of them. So if you just go to documents and tag search, you can search for INV 0002, and there we go. Now, as an administrator, you can update this tag if they made a mistake on the fly, whereas a standard user will not be able to do this. And from here, you would just click on View Document, download the file, and here you go. From here, you can also remove the tag if you don't want to see it anymore. Only the administrator will be able to do this. No one else will be able to do this as a standard user. From here you can just click clear, and that is the quick index version. So now if we go to cabinets and we want to do the more structured way, we can create a cabinet here. We can say this cabinet's name is demo cabinet 2. Here we would select if it is assigned to a client, and if it's not, we would just say save, and now we would have a new cabinet. We can create a folder, and we call this demo folder, and from here we can bulk upload a number of documents again directly to this folder instead of doing it individually. We will see the diary. Once we've created this, we can view who created this folder and when, and then we can insert required documents. This is in progress and has been developed, but the basic concept is that certain documents will be required for this folder to be, in essence, indexed. So if you require a folder to have an ID document and a proof of residence document, you'd be able to insert it here, and it would basically come up as a different color if those conditions haven't been met. This would instantly allow you to see whether a folder has been or the documents have been indexed for a specific folder. So from here we would say save. Here is this demo folder, and here we can upload a document here. So if we'd like to do a single upload, we can just upload it here, where we can add the file, select the file that we want to upload, what document type we'd like to use. We'll just use correspondence where there'll be no indexing required, and we will click save. Here you will see that it's green because it has already been indexed, because there's no required fields for this. This is a simple correspondence document type. From here you can view the diary of the folder, and you'll be able to see the folder was created by this user. And if you'd like to see this document, we'd like to view the diary on that, it was uploaded by this person at this time. If we'd like to view the document here, there we go. The document is now viewable by you. So, and that is correct. And again, we would be able to search via the tag search. If we upload a document, we will be able to insert. So say if we upload a file here and we make a correspondence, but we would like to add a separate tag maybe to be able to search by it, you will see that it'll come up as the file name as a default tag. But say we'd like to also be able to search by something else, we can add a search here called JAG001. This would make it unique, so if we'd like to search for this file at a later stage, we can just manually add a tag in here, and then if we go to our tag search and search for that document, we can now find it easily. And that is the document indexing side. So from a support point of view, we will have a bunch of support videos like this on the website. Currently there are none. We'll be adding them in as we go along to make sure to allow you easier access to what you need to use the system correctly. And then the about system is a way to contact us when there are issues, if there are issues. And in a recommended scanner list, this was a legacy item where we used to have drivers for specific desktop scanners that allowed you to get the drivers easily. As this will be deprecated in the next version, as most people don't use scanners, they use phones or whatever you would like. This can handle any type of document type, from PDF to zip to whatever. It would just depend. Your viewing would depend on what document type. PDFs are recommended because they would be viewable. If it is any other type of document, you would have to download it, view the document, and index at the same time, as PDFs are the most common types of viewable documents on the website. To open up any other type of ones would open up the system to unnecessary security risks, in my opinion. So, yes, uh, PDFs are recommended, but any type of document can be, or file can be uploaded into the system. So, thank you very much for watching this video on our overview of our document management system. If you would like to get in touch with us to get a quote, you can see what our basic pricing is on our website. These are prices on average, depending on the size of the company and what you would like to use it for. The prices may vary, and we can find ways of accommodating you if required. So please give us a call if you would like to give, or if you'd like us to give you a quote on the system.